And welcome to a pre-dawn of Thanksgiving. This is our pre-dawn show. Pre-dawn. Tomorrow's the dawning of Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Pre-dawn.
It's going to be Fat Thursday.
I hope everyone has already bought their stuff.
Okay.
You want me to explain it to you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Okay. So Thursday.
Thursday, that's tomorrow.
That is Thanksgiving. Turkey Day.
It is.
Are you going to overeat?
I probably won't. I usually don't overeat. It's
Okay.
very rare that I overeat.
I used to. But there was more food. You know, I have scaled it back a lot. So we don't even offer that much. It's like I'm not even serving bread tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know,
if
I don't want to have it in my house, I'm probably not going to serve it.
Do you seem to eat less than you used to?
Oh, by far.
Yeah, we go out to eat, and Kelly and I will almost like share a plate. Yeah. I mean, it's like they put so much on there.
You have leftovers then?
Yeah, and an appetizer is like, why would I have an appetizer? That's a meal to me.
I know. I'm full by the end of it. So, yeah.
And then if you go to like a place where they got the rolls, I can't eat the roll. If I eat the roll, I'm done. Are these rolls free? Then I'll just come in every supper time for a roll. That's not.
Just give the man a roll.
Yeah, just give me a roll and lots of butter. I love the butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like real butter.
Real butter. Yeah.
None of that spray crap.
Yeah, we're even looking into buying our own butter churn.
You know, they had those back in the day.
They had those, yeah. I remember that would be my chore, and I loved it so much because you could listen to their.
You know, I've seen these kind.
Oh yeah, you could do that too, or you can just put the milk in a jar and
this is going to be something.
And shake it. It's the same thing. I've done that before.
And made butter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty simple to me. Mm-hmm. Except it's a lot of shaking, probably.
A lot of shaking. Whole lot of shaking going on.
Okay, Elvis.
But my grandmother, I'm sure that she was like, "Oh, I don't want to churn this butter again." I mean, it was one of those type of things where you just would, "Oh, look, child, if this is fun, come over here and churn." And I just love the sound of that, the gears grinding and the sloshing going on.
Do they have electric ones?
No. Oh yeah, I'm sure they do. I'm sure it's all electric.
Or would you do it by hand? Are you looking at one?
They're making reproductions now.
Okay.
They're making smaller ones and bigger ones. You can go on Amazon, I guess, and look at them. But if you find an original one, like at a flea market or whatever, they're $300 or $400.
Wow.
Because they're a rare item.
Well, they're an antique.
They're antiques, yeah.
So are you gonna get a cow and milk your own cow
Well, I haven't thought that far through yet.
I mean, you got to have milk from somewhere.
I think there's people out there that still milk their own cows and
and sell. I mean,
met a lady yesterday, day before yesterday, who on the property that I was talking about, she has a cow, she's got goats, she's got chickens, she's got pigs, she's got the whole thing, and she says, I've got to go, I've got to make my cheese.
Good for her.
So she's making her own cheese.
That's really cool.
That's really cool. But you got to have a real cow. And I don't know what you do with the cow when you pump the tail. I guess that's how you get the milk out.
Oh, Dan. I thought yesterday was the day for all that nonsense.
Well, like when you drill, when you pull water out of
a
hand pump, you just grab the tail and start pumping.
Have you tried that?
I probably have.
They get you a whole lot of poop or what? What'd they get you?
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
I've never milked a cow. I've never attempted to milk a cow.
Used to get up every morning before the sun would come up and walk down to the barn with my grandparents and
milk
they would
the cows.
One at a time. They'd get the cow in, and they had two stalls, I guess, where they milked them. Mm-hmm. And of course, we had barn cats and the whole thing, and they would. As they were milking, they would take a teat and squirt it over to the cat.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
And they do stuff like that. Or they would give them a little bit of milk at the end of the milking session.
Right.
But it was always fun. And you'd have to go, what our job is to go into the feed locker. Mm-hmm. It's actually just a wooden door, and the feed would be in there.
Ah. Okay.
Throw things around. And we'd get to feed and give them a can.
I gotcha.
Feed.
Okay.
The good old days back then.
Back in the old days.
But I hated to get up that early.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's Thanksgiving,
Yes.
and we don't really have any significant weather going on for Thanksgiving, do
Doesn't
we?
look like much,
But
except for the highs.
except for the highs and the lows.
Yeah, the
kinda
high and the
stink.
lows.
But mostly cloudy today, high near 59, and then tonight mostly cloudy with a low of 32. Wind gusts are possible up to 25 miles per hour. Then tomorrow for Thanksgiving, mostly sunny, high of 45. Thursday night, a low of a frigid 24. And a Friday 44 and a low of 25. And Dan will tell us
What about the weekend? Oh, the weekend. Saturday, partly sunny with a high near 48 degrees. Winds are going to gust up to 20 miles per hour. Saturday night, partly cloudy, low 23. Ooh, that's cold. Sunday, 43 for the high, low 21. And then for the Christmas parade on Monday, the high is going to be 47. And that night is going to get 28 degrees. So
we're hoping that happens way after.
No.
Is it going to drop all day? What? No, what? Have you looked at it?
Usually, once the sun goes down, which is like 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and we don't get out, they don't start the parade till 7.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so we'll
be in the thick of it.
I think I'm going to wear 2 layers of long johns.
And something.
If the wind doesn't, it doesn't show anything about wind.
Right.
But,
If the wind's not bad,
know.
it won't be near as painful.
I want calm winds, please,
Oh.
please. But come out Monday for the parade. We're going to be doing it live on K26 Hometown Television, 8:43 on your Cox Network. Yeah.
There you go.
It should go flawlessly. We're going to have fun anyway.
Yeah. There you are.
All right. Now, our guest for yesterday, it's kind of a little mess up on our part, right?
Yes, and I'm sure she thought boo on them, and I thought the same thing. Boo, our guest didn't show up, and then I got humbled, people. I got humbled because through dialogue with the middle person,
Yeah.
I said she didn't show or something, and she said, "Well, I thought that we scheduled a phone interview. Hence why I sent you the phone number." Well, the phone number was over a month ago. Because that was the first time I had conversed with. Anyway, I thought it was in person, and she knew it was by phone. So
she didn't show up.
And I kept trying to do this with the middle lady, and I was like, screw that. Mm-hmm. I have her number, and I called her and apologized.
Yeah, well,
emphatically.
It
happened, and she was super cool about it. But we're going to do her today.
We're gonna have our
phone
guest
interview today. So with Donna from Tops.
Yes.
She went through that program. But anyway, topic to ponder.
Yeah, topic to ponder. Now, this is our last one today since we won't be here tomorrow or Friday. But if you want to continue the fun with topic to ponder, I've added some for tomorrow and Friday. And check those out. Should we say what they are? I could do that.
No. Just
you don't want to
just let them figure it out.
You don't want to tell them over the...
No.
Okay. Go to our Facebook page. And for
they
tomorrow
have
and
to stay
Friday.
tuned to find out.
But let's do one right now.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
This is kind of simple.
Yeah.
It's kind of simple. Yeah, the first one I said...
We kind of talked about this yesterday, or sometime this week.
And maybe it was a little redundant, but if you had money... Monday was, if you had money and time, where would you go?
Yeah.
This one's more specific. What country would you most likely to visit, and why? I want to know why. Why would you pick this country? Is it because of your heritage comes from there, or you like the pretty, scenery or the mountains, or because it's freezing cold?
Mine would be, oh golly. I'm thinking Fiji, or I mentioned this Monday.
Yeah.
And I love the tropical, and I love the ocean, and I love being in the ocean. But
you like the beach?
Sure, yeah, most definitely.
Now, when you go on your little,
just move there.
Well, you could. I think you could still. What's that place where you can go? Belize. I think you could probably go to Belize and. I don't
It's
know
a
how,
beautiful
how
place.
expensive it is.
It's
but,
expensive,
oh, it is.
but I don't know to live there. I mean, we went there to dive, but
I bet you could go a mile or two down the beach and it'd be a little cheaper.
oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And we stayed at some resort. I mean, a dive.
Yeah.
All that adds up. But anyway,
What's the weather like that during the year? I mean, is it tropical rain or is it just like that all the time?
it rained a little while. We're only there
Yeah.
a week, and it was during March, so it was. You would have afternoon thunderstorms like you do in any tropical island.
Why don't you just, sell out here and travel over there, take whatever's in your bank account. You could probably live on $100 for the next 5 years.
Really?
I don't know. You could catch fish.
I could have if I'd gone back to that little place we stayed at in Nicaragua. Like the dude was staying in a shack or a tent, and I'm like, yeah, I could live pretty cheap doing that.
Well, if the weather's not bad, you could use cardboard for a wall.
They did, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Nicaragua? Or
No, not Nicaragua. Fiji,
Fiji.
Somewhere tropical. I
tropical
don't have
islands,
a specific island.
I like it. I like it here. Mm-hmm. I like this place. But if I were just going to visit, I would probably go. Kelly and I talked about going to Iceland. Mm-hmm. And I think that would be an interesting place to go.
I have some friends that went there this year. Yeah. They said it was, a really interesting trip.
Yeah. So that's our question for today. What country would you most likely visit, and why?
And why?
I want to know why.
Okay.
All right.
Moving on.
Moving right along.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
67 years ago, the album The Chirping Crickets by Buddy Holly and the Crickets was released. It was the only one of Holly's albums released during his life. Among the hits it contained were Not Fade Away, Maybe Baby, and That'll Be the Day.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then 57 years ago today, the Beatles' album Magical Mystery Tour was released in North America, which with such hits as I Am the Walrus, Hello Goodbye, Fool on the Hill, and Strawberry Fields Forever, and
many more.
I hear those in my head.
Yes,
but you'll have to do the same. We can't play those.
Yeah. I got a call from the president. He said it was a great vote and wished me well on the House side and hoped the vote on the House would be as good as it was on the Senate.
51 years ago, Congressman Gerald Ford of Michigan passed the first hurdle on the way to his confirmation as Richard Nixon's second vice president. By a 92-3 vote, the Senate approved Mr. Ford's nomination.
Okay.
1973.
Both Mayor Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk have been shot and killed.
Wow, that was pretty dramatic. 46 years ago today, Dan White of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors walked into City Hall and assassinated two of the city's top officials. Supervisor Dianne Feinstein told a stunned group of reporters and city workers what had happened. Feinstein succeeded George Moscone as mayor. She later became a U.S. senator.
Okay.
Is admitted, treated, and released today in good condition.
15 years ago, a downward spiral began for Tiger Woods when he crashed his SUV outside his Florida home. Hospital spokesperson Susan Jackson gave an update following the accident. The incident led to reports of marital infidelity and eventually to his divorce.
Okay.
I heard everyone in the lobby screaming, get down, and then I saw like gunmen walking with a shotgun just shooting randomly.
Wow. This was back in 2015, 9 years ago. A gunman attacked a Planned Parenthood clinic in Colorado Springs, killing 3 people and injuring 9. Caitlin Crayon was in the clinic when the gunman walked in. All right. Do you want to do the next one?
Billy Nye was born. He's a TV host, but he was born in 1955. He is 69 years old. Bill Nye, the science guy, is who that is.
Right.
I'm here tonight to pay tribute to 2 men who have changed my life and the life of this country, Barack Obama and Edward M. Kennedy.
This is a birthday cut. The former first daughter, Carolyn Kennedy, was born on this day in 1957. She is 67 today. She spoke at the 2008 Democratic Convention.
Actually, Edo, I'm lying like a rug. I'm not really the happy-go-lucky guy I appear to be. That's just my poker face.
Actor Jaleel White was born this day in 1976. He's 48. White is best known as Steve Urkel, the hyper-nerdy neighbor from the sitcom Family Matters.
I'm an associate producer.
Since when?
About 2 hours ago.
That's great.
And you're wasting my time. You guys duke it out over who my boss is, but I'd like to get this one thing right.
Actress Allison Pill was born on this day in 1985. She is 39 today. She played Maggie Jordan in the HBO series The Newsroom.
Okay.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we hope to have
Donna on the phone.
On the phone. Stick around and stay with us. We'll be right back. Yeah. Hey, we have with us on the phone, hopefully, Donna Dodrill. Donna, are you there?
Donna.
Yes, I am.
Did we
Still
pronounce
here.
your
Good
last?
morning.
Pronounce your last name for us, please.
Dodrill.
Okay, that's correct.
Dodrill.
All right,
Okay.
perfect. Good morning.
We had a bet
Good
going.
morning.
We had a bet going. Is it Dodrill, or Dodrill?
No, Donna, I had
Well-
Dodrill. I knew it. I just knew it.
Well, most people just call me the DD, so I said
Okay.
I go with that too. So, but my name is Dodrill, Donna Dodrill.
Well, welcome to Around the Table, and I had gotten some notification that you had gone through a program, TOPS.
Yes, ma'am.
What is TOPS?
Taking off pounds sensibly, without overdoing yourself. A lot of us want to take the weight off, but we take the weight off fast, and then before we know it, we gain the weight back really quick, and we gain back extra weight.
True that.
Hey, don't you think that you have to slowly go into it and get rid of some of the habits that you've had? Is that kind of way this program works?
It works. It does work like that. But, like I said, you have to get your mindset too.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that we all want to lose weight, and we all want to look good, and we all want to be healthy. And so we try to go the fast way of losing weight, and then we lose the weight, but we don't know how to control to keep the weight off.
That's
Right.
tough.
Well, you haven't really learned those skills yet, I guess. How to maintain.
Oh, you
Yeah.
don't.
Right.
And it takes a while it really takes a while, I've lost the weight, and I have to be aware of what I'm eating, when I'm eating.
True.
And that's the important part of the whole eating thing.
Well, they have kind of honored you, haven't they? Aren't you like royalty? Aren't you
Yes,
the
they
queen or something?
have.
So tell us about that.
Yes, I have. I won statewide queen for 2023 for losing over 80 pounds and keeping it off.
Go you.
And this was not through surgery or any other way, right?
No. I had to get my mindset, because
Yes.
I have always been a large woman. And, I thought it was okay. I was moving around. I was getting around. I was doing what, whatever I needed to do. And I was pretty happy with that, being overweight,
Yeah.
because like I said, I dressed up to try to fit the part. So you looked good. You were a big woman, but you looked good.
Uh-huh.
Right.
But, after I lost the weight, look even better.
Oh.
Then I had to come up, like I said, I had to come up with a plan how I could keep it off.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I've heard all the stories about people losing the weight, but they lose 20 pounds and they gain 25 pounds back.
Right.
Yeah. What other programs were you on before this one?
Well, and I want to know after that, how does TOPS work? I mean, how does that program work? How did it work for you?
Well, it's a nonprofit organization. We meet every Thursday, and we have where you can call the different ladies in the group when you're struggling that week. Because, like I said, I was a struggling weight loss. I lost the weight, but I was a struggling weight losser to keep the weight off.
Right.
So I would call a friend, and tell her, hey, I'm having a tough time, and desserts are my downfall.
Accountability partner.
The thing about having someone that you can call, that's important too.
Sure.
And sometimes I look at it like it's. I don't want to look at it like it's an AA meeting, but
It is.
if you turn it around, it's an AA meeting.
Right. Yeah.
I said I've been so lucky to have women that really want to try to help you stay on track.
Right.
And that's the main thing, because you know what? I've been on a lot of different diets.
Yeah.
Did they help
lot of
meal
different-
plan? Did they help you meal? How did in these
We
meetings?
do. Every week when we show up on Thursday, we filled out a meal chart for what we've eaten for the whole week. A lot of us as women are afraid to write down. Oh man, I ate 2 cookies this week. I ate 2 cookies.
Yeah.
I'm not going to write that down. I had some candy. I'm not going to write that.
Oh,
You know
boy.
what? Write down everything.
Right.
Write down everything, because the thing is that it's helpful for you too.
Right.
Well, they do the same thing, don't they? The other participants, they cheat a little bit too, right?
We all cheat.
Yeah. Well, you have
even
to.
me as a weight losser, I cheat too.
But the key is to get back on track.
Food is so good, though. I mean, you need a little bit of variety.
It's so good. I tell people I still think every day is Thanksgiving. You know, I go to a buffet and I want to put everything at the buffet on my plate. And then when I get that plate over there to the table, I have so much food over there.
Yeah.
It's just.
Do you steer clear of buffets now?
I try to stay clear of buffets, but I still have to go in there. I have to see. You know, you can't say, I'm not going to go to any buffets and I'm not going to eat out no more. And you can't say that, because you know what? You have friends that on Sunday after church, they want to go eat.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're tempted at least 3 times a day with this food. So you just need to be the master of it, right?
Well, the thing is too is that, you know, I mean, you can kind of. I tell people, I kind of eat what I want to eat, but I'm mindful of how much I'm eating.
Right. Do you track your food then?
I write it down. I write down the foods that I eat for the day. Well, and usually I can take one meal and put it on my plate, because my plate it's not a big plate, but I can take one meal and it can last me for breakfast, and then it can last me for lunch.
Right.
So do you think that your mindset has helped you to get through this, or are there other things that this organization has helped you with?
My mindset and going to the meetings, showing up, and being accountable for what I eat.
Yeah.
You know, and exercise too. You know.
Okay.
Right.
I live by I don't live by the park, but I live close to the park where, you know, hey, I can walk out there in that park for about 2 hours and clear my mind and think of happy thoughts and things like that. You know.
Yeah. If this is a nonprofit organization, how can people get involved? Is it free to them?
Well, no, it's the first meeting is free.
Okay.
Okay.
And you can come and you can ask as many questions as you want, because we love it when new people show up and they get to ask questions and we get to ask questions, you know, like what really brought you here, you know, and we all say the same thing. We're on a weight loss journey.
Right.
But this is in the mountain. You are in Mountain Home, so your specific meeting place would be in Mountain Home that you're talking about.
Yes. Well, most of the Mountain Home, I think Mountain Home had about 6 or 7 different groups, you know, way before the pandemic. And then all of a sudden, you know, people started not coming because people were afraid.
Right.
And so then the groups started dispersing. So most of the ladies came to our group. They started coming to our group here at we're at the First Baptist Church in Mountain Home on Spring Street, over down by the senior center.
So would they just come to a meeting, or do they need to contact somebody? If somebody's listening here and willing to go to Mountain Home, you know, to go to a meeting, because I don't think there's anything specific to that here in Harrison. But
no,
it's within the area. It's just
in Harrison they have a place there in Harrison.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I need to find out more about that.
We do have a TOPS class there in Harrison.
Well, I was not aware of that.
We'll need to dig deep on that one.
Send me some info on that, Donna.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Because I said, you know what, we try, and I tell people, you know, if you want me to come over to a meeting, wherever you have a meeting, you know what, I'd love to come over there, because the thing is that we still need people, and we need people that you know have taken the journey and are willing to, you know, be honest about, you know, the weight loss program.
Right.
I was on it. I fell back. I fell on it. I fell.
Right.
Yeah.
I did. I was up and down, and you know, one morning I got up and I said, you know what? Hey, it's time to get serious about what you're going to do.
Yeah.
for the rest of your
Right.
life. You know,
Right.
but this is a life change.
Right. And for health reasons, we need to think about that
Yeah.
more than we
We
do, for
do.
sure.
Donna,
We
how
do.
long have you been with Tops?
I've been with since 2017.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
And I started off at 243 pounds.
Whoa.
Whoa. And
Okay.
Wow. Well, congratulations on your fitness
Absolutely.
journey and how far you're,
Well,
how you're coming and speaking out.
Yeah, it looks like that
Yeah.
this has become a lifestyle for you, and you've made the change, and your accountability, your accountability for the things that you mess up on during the week, and that's
Yeah.
good. I think we
Yeah.
all need to be honest about that, don't you think?
Yes, we do. And then you know what? That's the biggest part of the weight loss program is just being honest. And you got to be honest with yourself.
Mhm.
Yourself is the biggest. You're your biggest. I don't want to say you're your biggest enemy or your biggest threat, or. But the thing is that sometimes we get out there and we have a bad day. A lot of us have bad days, and when we have a bad day, first thing that comforts us is food.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Yeah.
We go and we will eat up. Hey, I love cake.
You and I are not that different because
I love
sweets
cake.
are,
I know. I
like
love cake.
I like
I love cake. I love candies. I just love sweets in general.
Yeah.
I do. I love food too, but you know what? I tell people if I'm going down sweet.
Well,
I'm gonna eat up all my sweets
Yeah.
first.
Dan and I.
But the great thing though is I'm a diabetic, so there's a huge consequence if I eat a piece of cake. But
Yes.
there's nothing wrong with tasting it.
Right.
One little
Right.
portion, get your satisfaction out of the way, and then move on.
You're right. And you know what? Usually that suffices us
Yeah.
Right.
as
Yeah.
people.
Right.
You know, or like I say, you go to a party or something, and they have piles of food there, and my
Yeah.
thing is like I said, first thing come to my mind, oh, it's Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
Right.
so you
I
go
get
and
to
try
eat.
everything.
Well, tell us how you're going to
Yeah.
face Thanksgiving
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow I'm in charge of half of the dessert,
There you
Oh,
go.
wow.
so I'm gonna go. Look, I'm gonna bake. I already got some candy rings in here that I made this morning before day. I made them because I was up, and I'm gonna make some peanut butter fudge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make
I'm coming
some
to your
chocolate
house.
fudge, but I'm not making a lot. The thing about that is that you know what? When you go over there with this big tray, everybody's eyes get big.
Mhm.
I'm not making a lot. I'm making a little small tray of
Right.
this, of that, and that's it.
Well,
And
I
when
think
it's gone-
the difference between you and people that fight weight is you are in control, and you know what it does to you when you eat too much. And when you
Yes.
put the pounds on, you say, "Stop! I need to get back on track."
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you have
Yes.
to do.
And
Yes, you do.
how
Yes,
do,
you
how
do.
do how do people get involved with Tops? How can they do? They have a website or a Facebook page?
They do have a website.
Okay.
And also they have a Facebook page too. And also we have, you can call me. I have a list of numbers of the
okay.
girls that are willing to help you in our group or are willing to speak with you.
Okay.
You know, you can tell people what to do, but people have to be ready.
Right.
Right. Right. It's a mental decision. You know what I mean?
is.
Can you give
It
us a
is.
Can you give us a phone number that we can broadcast and
And now I have one. If you don't have it off the top of your head, Donna.
Okay. All right. I don't.
Okay.
The only phone number I have is mine. And,
Okay.
and you know what? Like I said, since I made the statewide queen for Arkansas, you know what? You can call me even before then. I tell people, you know what? If you need to call somebody in the middle of the night, call me. I'll get up and talk with you. I will.
Well,
you tell me, hey, Donna, I'm struggling. I'm about to go in here and eat up my whole kitchen. I said, no, call me first. Call me first.
The website is www.tops.org. And the number, an 800 number, is 1-800-932-8677. And you can learn more about where local chapters are and all about that by calling that number
Yeah.
and visiting the
Good.
website.
But right now in Mountain Home, we have the one chapter, which is our chapter, which is 318. Like I said, we're at the First Baptist Church. In the back of the church, you can come in through the back doors. There's always someone there.
Okay.
To assist you and bring you on in where the meeting is, or like you say, or you can call me, or you can call that number, and they'll tell you how to get in touch with someone there at our chapter. And we'd love to have you.
They probably know the dates and times that y'all meet, so that they
we meet once a week on Thursday. Usually at 8 o'clock, the weight recorders come in, because you know what? The thing is that we weigh in every Thursday. You don't have to weigh in. But you miss. I always say you miss out on your blessings when you don't weigh in.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because you have to be accountable. You have to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? My thing is that, hey, every Thursday when I got to go weigh in too, I'm just like everybody else. Oh my goodness! I wonder what did I eat wrong today. Although I have a scale at home too.
Yeah.
But that's the first thing comes to your mind is, or most of the ladies say that they don't come because they don't really want to weigh in because they messed up over the thing.
Well, yeah, that's human.
And I tell people, hey, just come on anyway.
Yeah.
Come on anyway.
Face your fear.
Yeah.
Face your fears and come on. I love that.
I've been there. I know.
All right.
Yeah. Face your fears and come on.
Yeah.
And and I tell people it's okay if you've been on 50 different kinds of diets, because you know what? I've been there too.
And I prefer not to think of it as a diet. It's a lifestyle change. It's just I can't eat what I think I can eat and not gain weight.
Yeah.
So there's the problem. I know how to fix it and do it.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And you know what? Love yourself.
Sure.
Love
you
yourself.
have to in the
Tell
process.
yourself you love you. Yeah. Tell yourself you love yourself.
Yeah.
I love me.
Yeah.
And you know what? That'll help you too.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Donna. We appreciate you taking time out for us this morning to talk about
I think you
TOPS
guys
and your
called
journey.
me this morning. It's been beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I had to fess up on air that I totally botched yesterday, and that I finally got tired of communicating with a third party, and I just called you.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You could have called me anytime. I'm like you. I was waiting, and I said, you know what? I could call them too.
Exactly.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe
That's all
they're
right.
busy, and I said, you know what? But we're going to get it together. And,
We did.
And
It's all good.
And we had a blessed meeting this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Yes. Well, thank you,
Thanks, Donna.
Appreciate it.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Y'all have a great Thanksgiving.
You
Happy
too.
Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So I do have some local news. It says the Boone County Library that TOPS does meet Mondays from 9:30 to 10 a.m. weigh-in time program start. I'm going to post this on our Facebook page. Is what I'm going to do, because there's just too much for me to try to talk about, and I don't know enough about it,
It's something
But
new
there's
for us.
some numbers here that you can call if this is something that you're like, wow, TOPS, let me try that program, and it speaks to you. Then go check out our Facebook page and want this information.
And if you want more information, they do have a website. It's tops.org. And the toll-free number is 800-932-8677. And if you're over in the Mountain Home area, they start their meetings at 8 on Thursdays.
There's some in Harrison and Green Forest and Berryville, so there's surrounding areas that have this. So anyway,
Well, I mean, if it's something that you want to try, get motivated, maybe the group, it'll be a local group, so they can help you in different ways and trying to do it yourself at home,
Especially if you're failing. If you can't, sometimes you just need a
need a boost.
Boost, exactly. All right.
Let's take a break from all this. When we come back, we'll
take a break from all this.
We'll have more for you. We'll have some trendy stuff and maybe some Thanksgiving facts and
Do you have any?
little tidbits. There's one or two here maybe we can talk about.
Okay.
All right, stick around, stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. We just had an interview with a representative from TOPS, which is Take Off Pounds
Sensibly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It seems like a pretty good thing to start if you're having trouble.
I think such a huge part of that is accountability and writing. I'm a true believer in writing down everything you eat if you're really trying to focus on, because you'll find the crap you're eating, and it adds up.
Well, it's funny. You say, well, what'd you eat today? Well, I just had that little bowl of tuna. Is that all you ate? Well, I had a half a cake.
Well, there's your problem.
But I'm not counting that. It's kind of what she was talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I've been there, done that.
Well, I mean, you need to be accountable to yourself.
Exactly.
No one really cares.
The only one you're hurting from is yourself.
No one cares but you.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, they say they may care, but they really don't. They care about themselves.
And I believe in tracking food. If that's your journey, I don't track anymore, but I kind of have figured out when I need to not. So anyway.
Well, I know I can't eat a whole basket of rolls. That's for sure.
No,
that's
but we'd
not a
love
good thing.
to.
Oh my gosh, some things just taste so good.
Okay.
But it's like my dad would say. It's just gut packing. You eat it now, and then a few hours later, you're going to be hungry again.
So I don't have to gorge my first meal, especially if I have leftovers. I can just go get some more.
Well, my doctor says eat smaller meals, but eat more of them.
There you go.
Just snack around. Eat this and that. Don't overload. I think the problem is when you want that full feeling, but you keep eating, and the full feeling becomes, I ate too much.
Do you wear stretchy pants on Thanksgiving? I do not, and I do that for a reason.
So you'll feel the pain?
Well,
it's a kind of a warning.
It's part of me, part of my accountability. Because if you stretch, then I'm not going to know. I know when I'm getting full. It's not like I don't know.
Yeah. 1 in 4 Americans are still carrying the weight from last year.
Well, they're behind.
Yeah. If your fat pants are now your regular pants, you're not alone. A new survey finds that 24% of Americans are still carrying some poundage from the holidays from last year. And it's not just a few. It's more like an average of 10 pounds.
Oh. That's a sack of potatoes. You go fill a sack of potatoes.
Go pick up a sack of potatoes.
We think, usually.
More than 60% say they'll still give in to the temptations this season and can expect to gain about 6 more pounds before it's all said and done.
Well, here's my advice. Or how the rule I follow is I will eat tomorrow. I'm not for overeat, gorging myself, but I'll eat, and then we'll go back to our regular scheduled program for the rest of the time till we do whatever at Christmas. And it's not easy. Sometimes it's not fun.
Just like what Donna said, if you can just cut out this, if you're a dessert person, if you can just cut the desserts out,
or at least have a little bite of one,
just eat one or half of one,
get
or
you a little taste,
just a taste.
I don't know.
The only problem is if you make a whole thing and you're the only one eating it.
That's a problem.
And you just cut little pieces. I mean, it'll go bad. You'll have to throw it away.
Or you bring it to work, which is what I would do. So, did you know that more women than men have tattoos?
More men?
More women.
Oh, more women have tattoos?
Than men have tattoos.
Oh, okay. All right.
If you've been noticing more gals with tattoos, that's because they are. A recent research study found that almost 40% of women had some ink compared to 27% of guys. That surprised me a little bit. I have ink, but
is it because they have a tattoo, or is it a percentage of their body is tattooed?
No, they're saying a tattoo.
I think a woman would get a tattoo, but they would just get like
a little something.
Yeah.
More than half of Gen Z and millennial women have at least one tattoo, something they consider a sign of empowerment, identity, and personal values. Okay. That just surprised me. I just, in my mind, thought, well, man, I guess, is that sexist? I don't know, but I was kind of surprised by that.
Here's kind of a good feel-good story. A woman drops some turkeys from her airplane to people in remote areas. It's It's a woman in Alaska is proving that turkeys actually can fly by dropping them from her plane to her neighbors to remote areas. She got the idea 3 years ago when her neighbor said they were splitting a squirrel for dinner.
Okay.
And for Thanksgiving dinner. She said she had just rebuilt a plane with her dad and decided to drop her first turkey. And this year she's dropping close to 40 turkeys, and eventually she hopes to turn her turkey drops into a nonprofit organization.
Do they still do turkey trot over in Yellville?
Yeah, but I don't think they...
Do they do live turkeys?
I don't think they drop them anymore. I think it's a PETA thing.
I remember something about it, but, I mean, yeah, I didn't know how they got around that. Drop a frozen turkey down.
Yeah, I don't know.
That could be problematic.
This is another Thanksgiving-related story. There's numbers of Americans now plan to order takeout for Thanksgiving this year,
you're
and
right
I'm one of those.
Yeah.
A new study finds that almost 40% of us plan to order food from restaurants for the holiday, which is up from 32% from last year. 5% plan on going out to eat, which is down quite a bit from 2023. 75% of people ordering takeout on Thanksgiving say that it's just easier than cooking.
It is easier than cooking.
Okay. Yeah, sure it is.
You know?
Order it, pick it up, take it
That's
home.
what you and your wife are
and
doing.
eat it, yeah. Well, we don't have anybody. We don't have family this year.
This'll be
so
there,
we'll
yeah.
just her and I. Why? What would you
Why?
make a big spread
Well, it
for?
does. It's not. Honestly, for me, it's not as appealing to make it a big spread for two people.
No. What's the point? Bologna sandwiches are just
But I
fine
can
with me.
make a pot of chili for two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
All right.
You want to?
Does it matter?
Let's vote.
Okay. Take the break.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Hey now. I feel like a country station.
I don't even know what we I love the daily things that come up and we go,
yeah.
Don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know what I do know?
What do you know?
I think this is a good thing. A Senate panel has called a hearing for next week where they will question major airline executives about how much money's been made from charging seat fees. A new report shows that United, American, Delta, Spirit, and Frontier have cashed in more than $12 billion from the fees over the last 5 years. That's even more than baggage fees. And gate agents for Spirit and Frontier were paid $26 million to catch people at the gate for not paying for their baggage fees. But the whole, some of them, that's how they keep their prices down. And then if you want extra legroom, you have to pay for a little extra.
Right.
But, I have a problem with, why don't you just buy a ticket and not have all that foo-foo, but whatever.
Yeah.
They didn't ask me. You had one you wanted to do, didn't you?
Let's
or do
see.
we have time?
Yeah,
we
should have a minute here.
Okay.
Amazon Alexa predicts the exact date of the end of America.
I saw that.
AI is kind of, it's unbiased about just about everything.
Yeah.
On a lark, someone asked the Amazon Alexa device to predict when America will cease to exist.
Okay.
And not only did it generate an answer, but it was also eerily specific. February the 2nd, 2031, the digital assistant didn't say why, but they claimed it just gave a vague answer about 2031. It gave a vague answer about some government changes most people didn't agree with. Amazon has now made it so Alexa will no longer give that answer.
Well, yeah, you might freak some people out. Hey, should we go to auto maybe?
We should.
Okay.
I'm scared too, though.
Well, I didn't know, and we get sidetracked sometimes, so I'm just...
Hopefully it'll work.
There's no telling what will come playing after our show because we've had all these cute little... I think Beamer did that on purpose. I think Beamer did it just to mess with us. Pre-Thanksgiving mess. Okay, let's talk about
another
today.
AI thing. You want to do another AI?
Whichever way you want to go, Dan.
Who's better at booking a vacation, you or AI?
Well, so far,
CBS News wanted to know, so AI is better at planning and booking a vacation than you are. So they got two of their reporters to set up trips to Las Vegas, and while the one was used AI booking tools like Guide Geek and Expedia, saved about $50 on travel. All the AI-generated sightseeing recommendations that messed up, it suggested going to the Bellagio fountain show in the morning to beat the crowd, except the show doesn't start until 3. So AI is not very smart about everything. So anyway.
It's Blackout Wednesday, National Taiwan On Day. I don't even think we need to... That one needs to be nixed out.
Taiwan Day?
National Electric... Taiwan On.
Oh.
National Electric Guitar Day, National Jukebox Days, and anniversary of the well-loved Slinky.
Slinky. I love a Slinky.
Have a happy Thanksgiving, people. We're out of here.
Yes, we are.
It sounds like we're out. I'm out of here.
We'll see you guys Monday. Have a great day and a great weekend.